between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese. And then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Showing the arm straight down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Shotgun, the inside give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, blowing up, stuffing the run.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Complete to start this drive. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
You know, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great. The lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He splits the upright. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Central Michigan just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Mount Pleasant. They'll enjoy this one all week. A busy day in the MAC. And an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Takes the easy completion. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick completion to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
That quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You can tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dangerous screen into traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Bring in the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Lost to throw again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. He didn't do it that time.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working the big fella to the corner. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Using the quick game. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Miami! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Creates a little space. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and then did the rest up, and they put points on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be calling on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there on it.
Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
There's speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together. There he goes! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The sweet feet buy a little time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, coming out in the 2nd half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Grabs it in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to pop the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield. So when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. The throw with the catch. It's Temple. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
On the run, still looking. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Fires left. Got it on the outside. It's Marshall. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play.
29 Philly.
They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the pressure gets to it.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drawn. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And here comes the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy of.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
The give and tick, 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 tick. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open, makes the catch. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.